Hey there, Belmathuin here. Welcome to episode 32. We're going to be digging out the basement, and I'm going to show you a little trick I use to kind of keep continuity throughout the whole building. Alright, right over here. I'm kind of following along this wall. And I started staircasing down. I took out the staircase we started last time that started right here. I decided that we would use the underneath of this stair because it's not going to be useful for much else for getting our other staircase going. And it just kind of fits perfectly right there. So what I'm doing, there we go. So I'm just kind of chugging along and feeling out where my walls are, where all my wall joints are from above, and we're gonna pull them down and keep the same widths and everything, so that when we come down the staircase, everything we see kind of makes sense with everything we saw up top, and it just kind of ties the whole thing together, like it was all built with a purpose. And you see that section right there, we can just pull our logs down, and just for a little bit of depth, I'm running a log all the way along the top. And that little section you saw with the wood, that's just that. So we will end up digging out a little bit more, like those blocks right there, and putting something back there. But just for now, this allows us, we can kind of just follow right along, and this will give us the opportunity to frame out the entire thing and then just go ahead and mindlessly empty it all out like that. And we only want to do it a couple layers below because we've already got those lights in place. That means this is already going to be lit up pretty well for us, and it'll allow us to get the contours, and then from there it's pretty easy just to kind of dig down to where we want. I'm thinking 9 blocks down. I'm thinking about, whoa, hey lag spike, about that far. So we would actually wind up here, and I think that'll be a pretty good. See, the floor, the actual floor is right up there. Can I reach that? I can. So that's the actual floor. From here, that gives us plenty of height for building machines. It gives us plenty of height to make this just feel as large as it actually is. And we're gonna get this staircase. I haven't decided if I want this staircase to kind of angle along that front angle right there. I might just offset it 1 block, then offset it 1 more block, and have it kind of curve almost. I might give that a try once this is cleared out, but until then I'm gonna go ahead and clear out using that method right there all the way around. We'll see you in probably a few hours. Alright. And we're back. I made it 1 circuit all the way around. And it didn't take too long. It wasn't too bad. I filled a couple of shulkers full of dirt. And I did find I was needing additional torches because I had creepers spawning all over the place. That is so far down. Yeah, nothing too exciting, but I like that it continues exactly down from what we have above it. And we're probably going to do the same design. We're gonna have that 1 stripe, and then we're gonna have the 7x7 of spruce with the 5x5 depressed 1 block, and we're gonna kind of make that work everywhere down here. So now we're back to the beginning. And all that's really left now is to empty this out. I am not having any luck with that jump. Alright, so I'll probably bust this layer down and then do 3 down, bust that out. And well, actually, yeah, I'll probably do it in sections just to make it easier. But after I get that done, I'll see you back here. Well, that demolished my pickaxe. 2 durability. 2. And my shovel down to 139. That one layer. What do we got to do this? 2 more times at least. And I still have this little section over here that I was not able to do. I'm just not risking it. I have unbreaking. And potentially I can get through some of it, but it's just not worth risking. And unfortunately, those lamps, they don't seem to light up as much as I had hoped they would. But torches are cheap. So I'm going to head off to the Guardian Farm and see how quickly it repairs both of these diamond level tools from pretty close to 0. We're back. So I filled that chest, all the chests, and some shulkers on top of it. Yeah, look at that. 3 shulkers of stone, plus the 2 chests. I ended up having to switch to cobble because my silk pick was down to its last legs, and I didn't want to stop to go repair it. And once you get a smooth pick, it seems like you kind of wind up, I don't know how you say it, you wind up running out of cobble for builds and for furnaces and dispensers and all that other stuff. So that's the only empty chest out of this group of 8. And I've got all sorts of andesite and granite, diorite, or as Green says it, diorite. God, it sounds so weird hearing him say it every time. But yeah, we got a bunch of materials now. And I fixed up the bottom of the stairs. And I decided, even though it was going to take me forever, to do acacia trap doors in front of all the glowstone instead of changing the glowstone to sea lanterns. I'm kind of liking the yellow glow, the yellow warmth has kind of grown on me, at least for this texture pack. We'll see if they change it or not. But I decided to put trap doors over the lights so they blend in a little bit more, so they don't stand out. So they don't stand out like that. I might even have to do it there. I don't know if I like that. But I do like it on the ceiling lanterns. It does definitely, it doesn't block any light, but it does kind of make them blend in a little bit better. So after you've dug out the first 3 layers for a basement like this, highly recommend that if you used glowstone in the floor, I went through and did dark oak, and oh my god, what a difference. With all the glowstone popping through, you saw every one of them, and it made weird lines on your eyes, and I mean, it was livable, but this was a fairly cheap alternative that looks way better. So much better. Just look at that. They kind of blend in. They kind of do look like lights, and I did check. They do let the light through. Let's see. Yeah, the jump 2 really helps for this. I mean, I was able to pillar up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can get a bunch of them. But it's still saying 11 block. And let's see if I go over and up 1. Yeah, the light is still getting through. Because I'm up here in the middle of nowhere, and if that was blocking light, then my light would be, well, right now it's 12 because 14, 13, 12. The air block, like that block is 13, that one, and then that's 12. So it's definitely worth doing. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of resources, but the end result is fantastic. And it allows you to use all that floor wood as a ceiling as well. So instead of placing a ceiling, I'm just leaving that floor as the ceiling, and it's lit up, so it's not dark and dim up in the corners or anything. So that's gonna look great. And I even started down here. I'm even throwing around the idea in my head of doing the trapdoors down here, because they will blend in better, but whenever you run over them, you'll feel just a little hitch, just a little bump. So I don't know, that is something that may happen, because it does blend so much better. Like, let's just do 5 of them. And it doesn't matter which way they're facing, because these ones are the same all the way around, and they're not going to be opened or anything. Up there, I think they look fantastic. Down here, I don't know, because I think the edges, you're up close enough to notice the dark edges, and because it does bump you up just a little bit. So let me pick block those. Speaking of pick block, I've actually made a tutorial for Minecraft keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to be putting that out Wednesday of this week, so probably by the time you see this video, it'll already be up. If you're curious about some shortcuts, some of the F3 keys, some of you know, the way that I pop multiple items from my inventory into or multiple stacks from my inventory into a chest, or vice versa, then that's going to be the video you want to see. Let's see, did I remember? I did not remember all these little inlets. Oh, I missed a carpet too. Alright, I got those ones. Yeah, it's easy to miss stuff when you're doing this. But I did this just because I wanted to kind of see what it was going to look like finished. Now, obviously, we're going to do something. Maybe not the exact same thing. Definitely not glass like we have on the floor above. But we are going to do something in the same kind of family of ideas. I gotta be super careful because I got the haste beacon on, and I don't want to dig out more than I need to. So we will do something in there. The question is that I'm presented with now is well, let's go right here in the corner so we'll be able to see both. So if I stand back just at the reach of my pick, I should be able to do this without going in too deep. So now the question is, well, yeah. Do I go in deeper? And actually I want to go one more. I actually got quite a bit of coal and iron off of this too. No! That is exactly what I was trying to avoid. So, I'm thinking this is going to be our storage area. And in order to make it our storage area, well, let's even that up first. We need to have somewhere to stick chests. And I'm kind of torn right now. Do I have any on me? No, but I got a bunch of logs. So let's do that. Let's do that. And I don't want to use my dark wood on this. There. So do I want to go like this? No. Or do I want to go like this? Actually, let's make a few more. And then maybe have I don't have any on me, but maybe have like shulkers in the middle. So this would be the decoration wall once we put it up, and then chests like that, maybe an item frame on a couple of them, or even an item frame down here or along there. Lots of possibilities with that. Or do we want to do this? Now this I think will look nicer, especially with the shulkers going up the middle, and you know, being able to put an item frame on and still access an entire half of the chest. But this will get more into a smaller area. I don't know if we necessarily have to worry so much about that, so maybe we will do that in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 frames times, let's see, we can only go 4 high because we need to be able to open the top chest. So 4, 8, so 9 times 8, that would be 72 double chests, all with easy ability to put an item frame on it with an item in it, and that'll also leave 5 spots in each of these 9 frames, so 45 spots for shulker shells or shulker boxes. So like, say if that was my cobblestone chest, I could have a chest right, or a shulker right here that is for cobble. And as every time I filled up that shulker full of cobble, I could pop it off and stick it in there and pull out another empty and put it right there, so that I'd always be dumping into a shulker, and the chest would just be for it would just be for the full shulkers and empty shulker shells. I don't know, we could probably work some kind of system like that. I don't know if we necessarily want, you know, like one of those large huge lag producing fully automatic systems in here. I don't have a real hard time with organizing. I don't find myself having a lot of trouble with organizing. It kind of comes natural to me to just come and empty the chests out into the right spots, or empty my inventory and my loot shulkers and all that into the right spots. So I don't know. I'd really love it if they finally gave us the option to have all the different colors of wood chests. They're doing signs for us. They did buttons, they did pressure plates, they did trapdoors. Where's the love for the chests? I really think they could use it. That would allow us to not all have the same exact storage room. It would allow us a little personalization. And I mean, while I like the looks of their chests, I think Mojang could definitely allow us to have the different colors of chests, especially now that they can add as many blocks as they want to the game. And I don't feel like it would break anything. You know, if you did 3 different types of planks in the crafting recipe to make the chest, then it would come out as this default one. But other than that, you could wind up with acacia. That could look nice. I would actually like some dark oak ones in there right now. And in that spot right there in the middle. So actually maybe only 4 spots for shulkers. I think. Oh. Yeah, I'm not very good with the jumping yet. But that's going to be lit up like that. Although I might stick with the glowstone. I had originally planned on using the the sea lanterns, but I don't know. They're feeling awful bright now that I've kind of gotten used to seeing the glowstone all over the place. The glowstone is definitely warmer, and this cabin kind of needs that warmth. Although that could do it too. Let's see. Do a little bit of trap action right there. No, it's not going to show me the finished ones, is it? Yeah, it is. Or maybe a birch. Not jungle. Not oak. Not spruce. We're already using enough dark. So, yeah, either acacia or birch. Oh, and for those that haven't played around with this book enough, if you have that green check mark there, it'll only show recipes you have materials for. If you uncheck it, so there's an X there, and look up anything with multiple recipes, like glass panes or banners or the beds even. You right click on them and it brings up the other options. Like this is for the bed, this is showing all the kinds of wood, and it's showing a couple of the different colors of wool. It would show more of the wool. I haven't unlocked some of the colors of wool yet for some reason. That is kind of weird. I've got green dye, I've got blue dye. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, I got blue and green already unlocked. I don't understand. Well, anyway, that's that. And this is going to be our storage section. So we're going to come down the stairs. This is all going to be changed floor. Yeah, I don't know about that stair. So you're going to come down from up there, and I think those top 2 floors are going to be, there's going to be some smaller farms up there, but I think we're also going to use those upper floors for making like a kitchen and a bedroom and you know, bathroom, living room, that type of stuff. And then we come down here into our evil lair, and we'll have our storage and our bigger farms. And I mean, just think about all the space that this afforded us. And I'm going to go down one more level too. And then we've got all that space up there and up there. And there's just so much room in here. We're going to fill it. We got lots of time to fill it. We got lots of options to fill it with. This staircase, I kind of did it curving along the wall. And I don't know that I like it. I mean, it kind of looks good from this angle. But not so much from this angle. And it's not very fun to go up and down. I feel myself catching on those corners. Now, the other option is just straight down. And I think I like this better. Yeah. I did do upside down stairs in there. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I like this option better. Just down and hook over to the side. And then for the third layer, which is going to be quite a bit deeper, that's going to be for like tree farms and other stuff like that. And that's going to be maybe a staircase. Go. What's a good marker block? Yeah, we'll use that. That's easy to pick up. So we'd go 1, 2, 3, and then start the stairs right there. So you could kind of come out to the rest of the room or cut over and go down. And we'll probably do the same over here. Although with this curved staircase, we could just go out 3 and then start digging our staircase down. So it's the curved staircase is better for that, but I think I'm gonna stick with my gut, I think, and go with the straight. If you think the curved is better, you know, let me know down in the comments, and I'll definitely take it into consideration. But really, all I got left to do over here is a whole bunch of log placing and a whole bunch of digging / placing on this floor. I don't know why I didn't just dig down one more level to begin with, but I didn't, and it's done. Honestly, I got the last block. I dug out the last block last night, like right before I was going to bed. So I just kind of like rushed through it. One more block, and I'm sure most of you know what that feels like in this game. Oh, I got time. One more row. No, I can finish this one more section. I kept doing that, so when I did finish the last block, I popped it right off. And then today I did a little bit more. Filled in all the way up to there, which really isn't taking all that long, especially with the double jump. I can reach everything from the ground. I don't have to pillar up anywhere. I can reach to bring them all down, which is why we did that top section while we were only 3 blocks down, because now I can place these pretty easily. That's 1 too low. But I have the jump. If I if I place the jump correctly anyway. There we go. Then you just get the right angle. Back up, jump. See? not too bad. Doesn't take too much. But yeah, for this episode, I think that's the main things I wanted to cover: staircase options, and kind of the floor plan, and the storage plan, and I did do a little bit of grinding on some trees because I'm gonna need a whole bunch of I'll probably use spruce wood, but I need a whole bunch of wood to make all those chests. And then I gotta place them, and then luckily we've been killing cows on a regular basis at our little cow farm, so we should be able to make all the leather for the item frames that we want. But yeah, the trapdoors, this layer didn't take too long, because if you do it while you're at 3 blocks down, getting that kind of starter row, it's not too bad. Those took a bit, even with double jump. And I try to get them all facing like out, because they have a little handle there which tells you which way it's looking. But oh man, I am so glad to be back in this beautiful, beautiful house. Look at this. This feels like a mansion. And there's a very good chance that when I dig down to the next floor, which is probably gonna be, it's probably gonna have like 21 blocks or so between the floor and the ceiling. The ceiling being the floor to this level, actually. We're probably gonna do the same thing with the trapdoors and the glowstone or the sea lanterns, because it really doesn't matter for those. Those are gonna be covered on both sides. But I'm thinking that we're gonna do the staircase down, and where they meet in the center here, probably right about here, we'll just naturally flow it right out towards the center, down the rest of the way. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see how that works out. We'll have to see where my placement ends up being, because if it's right here, then I'll only be able to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at most 6 blocks on each side. And then I would still have to come out like 18 or so, well, 12 to 18 depending on how deep I make the next room. But it does have to be deep, because we're going to have a mechanical tree farm. We're going to have a tree farm machine on the next layer down, like over in that corner. One that's, you put a line, do a line of trees or a line of saplings next to a line of dispensers, and they automatically will spit out bone meal until they've all grown into trees, and then some pistons will come in and mash the leaves, drop saplings into the hoppers that'll be surrounding the whole thing. It's a whole deal, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to having that, because my simple tree farm's just not as good. But yeah, that I think that'll do it for this episode. So if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concern, if you have an opinion on the 2 different versions of stairs, you know, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you and I'll take it into consideration. But until next episode, this has been Belmathuin. Hope everyone has a good night.